Wow. Did you all see the scoreboard at the end, that little snapshot there, that little clip? 1.1 million raw damage. I know this is just on damnation, but I think that's still pretty impressive for a build like this, where I think a lot of people kind of take a dump on it. But it's actually one of my favorites, and I'm actually pretty happy that one of my favorite builds was able to do so much damage. What is this build? Well, it's the Flexing Protocol Advanced Combat Doctrins build, something that I covered a little while ago. So if you haven't seen it already, well, I'm going to just go through the talent tree real quick. So this is all about accumulating a high amount of critical hit chance and stacking up on just a lot of weak spot damage. Okay, so let's just go through it on the left and work clockwise. Power distribution uplink. Anytime we do a critical hit, it's going to restore 7.5% toughness and grant us 15% toughness damage reduction for 3 seconds. Then Last Stand Relay is going to give us 6% critical chance, which increases to 10% when we're at 0 charges. It's not always going to happen all too often, so most times we're going to be at 6% crit chance. And then whenever we do generate a critical hit, we will generate 5% capacitance for 4 seconds, which is going to be good. It's going to allow us to keep up the advanced combat doctrines a little bit longer. Then channel motive force. We spend a stamina, gives us 15% damage for 4 seconds. That's going to be good for us when we get stuck in a melee fight and we need to make a little bit of space. But when we make that space, we want to capitalize on it and hit back harder. Spending stamina is like running and things like that. I think maybe even no, not block dodge. No, just running, I think. But we need to get it anyways because we need to get to the Artificer Servo Skull. So this thing will give us a Servo Skull that you can use to attack something. If you double tag something with a ping, you can do the same thing with those data interrogation minigame things. You can send it out to do that. And then the Nucera command node here will increase the fire rate of the Servo Skull. It costs 25 capacitance, so If you activate this 4 times, it'll basically use up the equivalent of 1 charge, but it's not consuming the charge, it's consuming the capacitance. This is useful when you're out of ammo, or you need to have like a little extra firepower to bring down on a particular target. So there are times when you'll run out of ammo for this playstyle because it's like ranged centric. Then we'll move on to the right hand side for binary ballistics protocol. Every elite that we kill restores 15 toughness over 3 seconds. Useful both for ranged and melee combat, so it's handy dandy, good for both sides. Bobian Conductor will give us 15% damage for 10 seconds when we activate advanced combat doctrines. This is going to give us a little bit more extra damage to put down on Ogryns that take multiple hits and on bosses. Okay, so handy dandy. And augmented power cycle will just passively generate 1% capacitance each second for us. And precision combat augers will give us plus 15 damage for your next attack on a successful dodge, which you will be doing a lot of in this build, both in melee and in range. So if you can just do a lot of dodging, you're going to get plus 15% damage easy. Next, we're going to get the IMO Cell Augury. Gives us 25% extra ammo reserve, which is always great for range-centric builds such as this. Followed by the Gunsmith, we just get 15% extra reload speed. And when we're not shooting for 5 seconds, each second not spent not shooting reloads 7.5% your clip from your ammo reserve. And then ammunition restoration pod will just replenish 1% of your max ammo reserve every 15 seconds, and this pairs really well with the ammunition deposit aura. So it gives us 25 toughness, but the thing that we really need is you and allies in coherency give 10% ammo reserve. Handy for both ammunition restoration pod and the gunsmith, just to keep everything rolling. And then we got assassination protocols. It just increases the range damage versus Ogryns, monstrosities, and captains. That's a 25% boost. Galvanic marking array. Ranged elite kills increase damage by 5% for 15 seconds. This stacks 4 times, decays 1 at a time. So there's going to be a lot of elites the higher you go in difficulty, and part of this build's job is to be anti-elite specialists and bosses, monsters, right? Because this build is designed to tackle those things from a safe distance, of course. Finally, the ability, Advanced Combat Doctrins. You activate it, you spend 25 capacitance, and you switch your secondary weapon. Make sure it's reloaded first. So if you do need to swap to it right away, it's available for you to use, and you can start putting some lead down range. Alright, but when you do have it ready in your arms, the weapon will lock on to enemy closest to your targeting reticule. So aim your crosshairs roughly to where the weak spot is, and as long as you're in the general area, Advanced Combat Doctrines will do the rest for you. All you need to do is point, click, read, and repeat. It's a pretty simple cycle. So it also says here you gain minus 90% spread, minus 60% recoil restoration. So things will like have less recoil, and the shots will not spread as far. While it's active, you gain 10% capacitance, or you drain 10% capacitance per second, and additional 1% per shot. It's supposed to pause the drain while you're reloading. This ability is disabled if you switch to your primary weapon or to something else when you reach 0 capacitance and when you reach 0 charges. You can only activate this when you have one charge, of course. There's no cooldown. You can always use it whenever there's the capacitance for it. We're going to get all the modifiers except for writ of ammunition. It's cool to have a faster fire rate, but I think everything else is vital. This is something that's optional. So the first one we're going to get here is Restoration Protocol. So when you activate Advanced Combat Doctrines, it restores 10% toughness per second for the duration and instantly clears suppression on activation. So suppression is like the super fuzzy screen effect, and like you're like super flinchy when you get shot up a lot by ranged units. It'll clear that condition right away. Piercing Light. While Advanced Combat Doctrine is active, you gain 30% ranged cleave, 15% ranged critical strike chance, and it increases to 60% ranged cleave and 30% ranged critical strike chance after 4 seconds. So this is going to allow us to cleave harder and hit harder, or hit more often, I should say, with a critical strike, which will result in us hitting harder. Readiness Doctrines, plus 25% reload speed for a duration of Advanced Combat Doctrines, and for 5 seconds afterwards. So it's good to be able to reload faster, because with the Galvanic Rifle, it kind of loads a little slow. Calculated Priority, 1 Advanced Doctrine is active. Elite kills grant you 5% damage for 10 seconds, stacks 5 times. So, see, this is Elite and Specialist centric anti-build here. Those things will die quick to you. And it's your job to put them down for good. Going on the left-hand side now, Reactor Coil Recharge. Every time you get a weak spot kill, you generate 2% capacitance, which you should be doing because of Advanced Combat Doctrines. So this will allow you to stay in Advanced Combat Doctrines for a little longer. Sure Shot Cogitator Sync. That's giving us 25 extra % weak spot damage. So, where you aim to, hit the weak spot, you're going to get 25% here and an extra little bonus from the weapon itself, which I'll show in a moment. Next is Progressive Plating Matrix. Hits grant 2.5% toughness damage reduction for 5 seconds, stack 6 times. Max 1 per attack. So this is like survival. It's going to allow us to tank a few hits here and there. You can change this out for something else. That's up to you to decide. But I like having it here. And then a Sustained Assault Doctrine, plus 3% damage on successful melee attacks for 8 seconds. That stacks 5 times. So we need to have some way of boosting our damage and making us more effective in melee combat, because this is a melee focused game, and there's going to be times where you just can't do ranged combat at all, so we might as well have something to help us out in those situations. Hydraulic Impact is going to make our heavy melee attacks uninterruptible and gain 15% damage for it, so pretty cool. And then finally, the second main key component of this build is the flanking protocols. We get 6 stacks, and each stack grants us 2.5% damage and 2.5% toughness damage reduction. Every time you take damage, either on your health or your toughness shield, it removes 1 stack, and it only occurs every 1 second. Elite and Specialist kills restores 2 stacks and restores 15% toughness. So as a way of like staying alive and like just being able to exist longer on a battlefield, you're gonna need to go after elites and specialists, which this build is very capable of like taking them down. You can take them down like pretty much one hit, 1 to 2 hits, except for like crushers, bulwarks, and reapers. Those will take multiple rounds to take down. Alright, but what about the keystone modifiers? Let's look at higher purpose. Elite and specialist kills restore an additional 5% capacitance. See? It's incentivizing us to go after elite and specialists. Cone dissector. This increases our stacks to 8, so we'll get 2 extra stacks. And most importantly is the servo sinew surge. Each stack of fencing protocols will give us 1.5% critical hit chance and 1.5% melee attack speed. So that's gonna be the main thing here. That's gonna give us a lot of like critical hit chance. All right. Weapons wise, it can be any melee weapon you want, but I prefer the paratransonic blades or the combat blade because they have blessings that can give us extra critical chance per hit. So paratransonic blades, dump stat is going to be cleave efficiency. Even though this is a cleaving weapon, even with 60% into it, it's still going to be doing a lot of damage. It's not going to have any issues cleaving. Alright, the perks are going to be melee critical strike damage and melee critical strike chance. The last thing is going to be shred. 4% bonus critical chance on chain hit for 3.5 seconds. Stacks 5 times. Get 1 stack per swing. Alright, and then riposte is 16% critical chance for 4 seconds on the successful dodge. And refresh it every time you do a successful dodge. You can't proc this when you're doing this to non-gunners, reapers, snipers, or disabler attacks like the trapper net. Okay, so that's going to pair very well with fencing protocols. And the main attraction here is the galvanic rifle. Works the same as the paratransonic blades, but the blessings are deadly accurate. We get 60% critical weak spot damage. Headhunter is giving us 20% critical chance on weak spot hit. So your next critical hit stacks 5 times. So this compared, or not compared, but combined with the talent tree, we're going to hit things hella hard and we're going to crit very often. Alright. If you're wondering about the damage profile, we'll go check it out real quick. This is what we got. So as you can see, when we do land a critical weak spot hit, it's gonna hit pretty damn hard. Okay. So on damnation, this thing can put down a crusher either at 6 shots or the full magazine. Well worth it, because this thing will put things down for good. Alright, curios, it's pretty much the same one I always use. Blessings, 2 of them are going to be at 16% maximum toughness. If you can get 17, even better. Perks, combat ability regeneration, ally revive speed. Now the toughness regeneration speed, I've been too lazy to change out, but it's good to have that if you are running the power overflow. So if you don't want progressive plating matrix, you can just take it out and plug it in here and just refresh it. And this has plenty of different ways to get toughness back, which you've seen when I went over this. So this thing is 1 at full toughness, 25% of excess toughness replenished is distributed to each ally in coherency. So just make sure you're within coherency of your allies and you should be okay. Alright, the other one is one wound, but pretty much perks are all the same. Now, if you don't want toughness regeneration speed, you can just put that into extra toughness, or you can do damage resistance to a particular enemy type, like, say, gunners or something like that, right? Alright, so I'm going to switch it over so you can watch the rest of that gameplay recording where it does 1.1 million damage. Check it out. It's a lot of fun. I just went on a very aggressive rampage in that match. It was awesome. Alright, so appreciate it if this is the only thing that you're going to watch. Well, I appreciate it if you could help me out by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. That'll help out with the algorithm. I'll say, hey, Rabbit's got something kind of cool to watch. And, share this with your friends and gaming groups. Alrighty, I gotta go. Thank you for your time. Bye bye.
We have a line on an obscura den serving as a front for blighted stim production. It's located somewhere in the carnival, which means it's deep in Mobian territory. This is as much an intel mission as it is a sabotage one. Don't come back empty-handed. I want formulae, distribution nodes that works.
I'm not complaining, you understand. But I still don't know what I'm doing here.
Your knowledge of biological malfeasance and illegal trade proves too valuable to pass up.
Someone has been telling lies about me again. Unhappy customers and wagging tongues.
I'm sure.
Only I hope it won't take long. I have a customer waiting on this lab.
The obscura den is thought to be in the vicinity of Crimson Plaza. That's where we start.
Look at this dog from hell or high winds.
Ammunition.
The vile matter with whom we serve are defective.
They seek redemption. This is to be approved. Either is dead. Not either to find
Able to just strike us right.
enemy entrenched. We recommend a flank.
Your fangs will snap no more, hound!
Together for this.
You're getting closer! I can almost smell the illicit trade!
It may not be the illicit trade we think, of course.
Life's too short to be cynical. I have faith in your team!
How very reassuring.
Your intention is not relevant.
You, my surly friend, are impossible to placate.
Oh, you see the night.
Medicaid supplies located precursor. Utilize them.
Grenades!
Medicaid station. Identified. Malfunction has raised the hound.
Emperor's throne. I've missed being in the field.
That bomber must die.
Electrical discharge.
Malfunction upon that flamer.
Get up! Take him out!
We're clearly dealing with an established setup. The enforcers have been looking the other way for some time.
Central location, but not too central. No, but not I can't take it.
Initiate restoration protocols.
Con! Use my coming!
One of them's down.
Assistance.
I want that to hit up.
Cadia's reputation is an example to all.
Yeah? And?
We have nothing more to say.
You don't want to make some crack about it being gone? Everyone else does.
Your ammunition reserve is low, precursor.
The heretics won't have created this subchamber, but you can bet they executed the smugglers who did. Stay on your toes. We don't know what we're walking into.
Combat stim.
That's strange. The Voxel
Attention, unblessed one. On the mark.
What the hell?
Get that door unsealed. The production facilities can't be far. But be ready. The heretics won't take kindly to your presence.
This is easy. I would never leave my workshop knowing so.
All systems compromised.
Oh, you're so stink.
You're being taken!
I'm the best. Remember that. You're a dumb man.
We can still fight.
Gratitude offered.
Interrogators frozen up.
We commend the ardent spilling of blood to soothe the spirit.
Spirit can look after itself. Bloodshed is human.
Your adherence to protocol is acknowledged.
Cady are born and bred, ain't I? Protocol's in my blood.
Unlike thanks. This was a figure of speech.
There were not about that. Just a soldier.
Marked for destruction.
The loss goes deep indeed. There's no sign of this in the upper streets.
Kill the hounds!
With profit, all things are possible.
I give a lot for a guard regiment right now. Platoon Acadians.
Nasty!
combat area. I believe I'm unstoppable now.
And you lot were afraid of it! Help!
More effective together. Cease that gunner's function. Gunner.
This way!
Say the word. I'll make you take
Burst aside!
Voxel and destroy. Your wounds require attention, unblessed one. Once down, we cannot return. Doctrine.
Some folks just don't know when to quit! Perhaps it's this!
Enemy operatives have taken cover.
I'll give you that.
Now detonating. Discharge trigger.
Ah! They don't seem ready for you. What a terrible game.
Cyber no longer functions. Courageous me. Great hearts achieve nothing.
Those who serve the machine god have no
First again. Brother is dead.
flavor allowed.
This is it. Let's put your survey scope to work. The more intel we can gather, the better.
Priority target.
Survey scope redeploying. Stay on it.
Sniper
outside the chambers as a parting gift, and come home.
Ammo crates!
Your assistance is welcome. Unblessed ones. We are once again.
Open! Got her on the move!
There's no cover! This won't slow them down much. They'll rebuild.
Yes, but it feels good. It might even save a few lives. The data has revealed that the Genesis chamber is within your reach.